Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to my nuclear romance where there's the Type X is online. We are able to load shit into it, which is great. I'm actually going to scram it now and try and load a couple more in, and we just completed testing the nuclear reactor, which is great. So now we should be able to do a little bit more research at ye olde Rimworld research bench. So what do you say now? Okay, so now and I closed the pop-up already, but we completed the research. We can now build the Zeus turbine, which I think is pretty cool. It sounds nice. If I have a look at it, where is it? Industrial. Right, Zeus turbine is a little bit bigger than the old one, but quite frankly, I don't think we really super duper urgently need to have this up and running just yet, especially considering these ones are, well, it's not running at the moment, but considering these ones aren't running at full tilt. So I feel like we're okay. So what I'm going to do is let Droid 3 here, I'm going to let him finish. I'm going to minimize this, scroll that out of the way. I'm going to let some more reloading take place, which I am very excited about, right? I've only got a few more to go. And then I can bring this puppy back online and hopefully not burn the planet down. I think that's probably a good thing to shoot for. Because essentially what I want to do is once these are all slotted in and full and good to go, I mean, I'd like to get the whole thing loaded, but, you know, one step at a time. One step at a time. Once these are loaded in, we should be able to start producing plutonium at, quite frankly, a fairly alarming rate. Or at least we should start being able to, like, get through these guys at a fairly alarming rate, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, look, check this out. If I grab A5 here and I say, A5, could you please manage this one instead? Conversion ratio 0.6. Whereas this one here, 1.2. Why, yes. There's a big difference right there. Okay, there's 2 more slots available here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that online. Better be careful. Better be careful. We're heating up. It's fine. Yep. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, cool. So, we're at 130 kilowatts now, which is quite nice. It's probably a little more than what we actually need, but I'm happy for that to be a thing. So now that we've got that up and running, let's scram this one, and we're going to insert some fresh rods, and then we're going to pull these ones around the outside out. Oops, not that one, please. There we go. Put these ones out, put some fresh ones in the middle, and then profit? That's the plan anyway. So yeah, the plan is if these ones then come and get loaded into this guy, right? There you go. And then manage? I guess not. Storage? I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm going to let these ones all get unloaded, get pushed down into that other guy, and I guess we should probably just... A5 has asthma? Tobacco tolerance massive. Right. Okay, darling. Look, well, the good news is... Right, in your only remaining lung. Well, the good news is I've got something for you, mate, because I went ahead and fired up a... No? Where's that lung? Like, I'm sure that I made a lung. You guys saw me make a lung for her, right? Lung. Nope. I don't want to do that. That's probably a bad idea. Because she's a droid, can I not just put a standard... Like, hang on, where's the friggin... Oh my giddy aunt. Jinkies. Look at this craziness. Fine. Well, let's art the shit out of this place. Alright, this one's excellent. Let's get that one right there. And then this one, which appears to be a chicken. Let me find a really good one. Good. Poor. Good. Wall. Good. Come on, I'm sure I saw a masterwork. There we have it. Righty dokey, pig and a pokey. Let's pop that right here. Also, it's probably about time we turn these back on a little bit, huh? Maybe just one of them? How are we doing for power right now? 72,000. Hey, turn them on. Fire them up. Let's go. Because at the moment, I'm pretty sure we're running painfully low on... Nope. Nope, we got plenty of steel. So, was it just that this guy was powered off that we weren't being able to pick up anything in there when the traders came by? Maybe? Orbital Trader is currently available though, so maybe. Hey Jess, could you check this out for me? And we'll see what they've got to offer, and we'll see if they can see what we see in the form of our bits and bobs. So, what do you got? Let's see. We want, ideally, I want to see that they can see our steel, which they cannot. So, I'm not exactly sure, unless I'm just not seeing it. Oh, hey, look. It's fine. Alright, hey, do you guys have any cloth? Cloth double bedding? Not what I'm looking for, because I want to make some hyperweave. Alright, I checked this out, and these little fellas up here, alright, a synth thread, sorry. I want to make some synth thread, because it's cloth and steel, has good things. So if I do this until X, where X is details 100, that's probably a good amount, right? Right. And then let's just copy this, and let's just copy both of those. Copy all bills, and then on each of these we'll just paste copied and oh shit. Okay, here we go. So clear and paste, groovy, and this one clear and paste and link, groovy. Okay, so now theoretically we should be able to get some. I mean, it'll take them a little while. Wait, Bethlin, do you really need to be doing plasteel right now? Like, we really do have this kind of under control here. I feel like deep mining plasteel is probably something that you shouldn't need to be. Oh, hello. Hi, how are you today? That's something I should have a look at. But hang on, I'm getting turned around, getting all confused. All right, hang on. Let's have a look. So Lima's cranking out another golden persona core, which is nice. So I made a... No? Where did my lung go? Lung. Not there. Was it this other table that is up in this direction? Where is it? This guy. Lung. Right. Surrogate lung. I made one. How about a synthetic lung? Requires hyperweave. Right. That's a bit of a problem. I guess the surrogate lung isn't good enough, but a synthetic lung, high-tech breathing replacement, makes a soft whirring sound. Cool. Makes a deep clicking noise. Me too, game. Alright, so... Look, I think if I just, like, be patient, then we can get some synth thread online, but I really feel like my bionics needs to be taken care of here, right? So the tissue printer is fine. What about if I get into... Where's my bionics workbench? Is it this? No. It's over here, right? It is this one, isn't it? Prosthetics. Right. What about bionics? Is this? Android implants. Well, there's my brains. Did I not create a bionics table? Let's have a little looky-loo here. We use WTF and then bionic brain. That's what I'm searching for, right? I mean, Smithy, for example. Right. We got a fueled Smithy? Please tell me. No? Oh, that's an electric smelter. That's a... Yes! Oh, God. 70-something episodes in and I'm still running a fueled Smithy. Gordon Bennett. Righto, check this out. Let's go. Piss. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a second. So let's get into here. And where's my bionics workbench? Because for whatever dumb reason, we probably have one of these as well. My God, it's a bit large. Game, steady on. I don't think we really, want something that huge. Unless I just kind of shove it, I guess, there. That should be fine. The mechanoid works... Jesus, God almighty. Well, I don't need that because I don't have any mechanoids right now. But what I do want is a bionics bench, which I don't seem to be able to find. So maybe I am A, dumb, or B, I haven't actually researched bionics. That can't be the case, surely. Right? I'm not that dumb. I mean, I could do android implants. Is that what we need? Do we already have one? Android implants workbench. Uh-huh. Oh, that's the brains. Right. So, we don't need them. Well, alright. I'm going to have to figure this out because I'm sick to death of A5 missing a lung. Even though I make prosthetic lungs, she can't seem to use them. And not having any hyperweave means that I can't do the other bits as well. But that's fine. Alright. What's going on over here? Oh. Probably should have walled this, like, put the wall across here. So I didn't have to deal with these guys popping out into the base. Someday I will learn, but that's okay. Let's see what we've got to... Yep. Easy. Oh, easy. Look, it's beautiful. This guy even put himself on the belt for us. Although we're going to have to move him. Good. And you guys going to die? Yeah. Oh my God. It's kind of no challenge down here now, huh? With the amount of turrets that we've got floating around, these guys just get absolutely creamed in about 3 seconds flat. So, all of these, no workers, mate. No problems at all. Our pulse drills, happy to leave them running 24x7. Right, check it. This thing's done, so who's floating about right now? Let's see. Sibarian, could you please come and turn this puppy back on for me? And then we'll try and continue loading this one up. We probably will need to look at replacing one of these turbines with a Zeus turbine in a moment because of the fact that, well, we're gonna... Ooh, hello. Yes. All right. So we're potentially going to have some problems with this guy being too big for his boots. What's this outputting? 51 kilowatts. Lovely jubbly. Sibarian, before you disappear, where'd you go? Seb? Come on, Seb. Let's manage this one as well. Now, this is potentially a stupid idea, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Don't judge me, bro. It's fine. Do I want... My God, look at these ones cranking along. Ooh, yes. Cannon process now false. But jinkies, they're getting close. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Give me some of that tasty nuclear wasty. Let's get a couple more loaded in here. Can I be very cheeky, do you think, and bring these offline? Look, we're at 77 over. I reckon if I just scram this for a few minutes, right, so this is going to come offline. I'll just keep an eye on this one particular PPC right here, which is connected to the main grid, right? So these are going to be dumping out into the grid right now, which is fine. That's what we want. And then if I... No, I can't do that. Okay, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. When we get to like 500 stored, I'll bring this back online, but it should give us a moment to let a Ron or two, or Mr. Deep even. No? Droid 3? Are you doing it? Wandering. Could you please, no fuelless shit, manage. Remove. Great. Here comes Forshi. No? Could you please? No fuel assembly. Ground runner 4. Really? Afton. What's, alright. Maybe we don't do loading here because it seems to be getting, aha, that's better. So it looked like it was kind of getting looped where they were just hauling it from the output hole to the input hole. And yeah, that wasn't great. So these ones have got 1.215421 of plutonium sitting in them right now, which is pretty nice. These PPCs actually are still doing quite fine. So we can probably kind of take our time with this. At the moment, this has got nothing in it. That's fine. What else do I need to worry about? I reckon I need some more fuel. So how about we go do until X, where X is 10? Is that silly? I feel like possibly. Very possibly. But we'll see how we go. Okay, are there any more in here? There is one more. Could we have that one removed, please? Right, the machine brings it out. It's 87.3, this guy. Someone should be along momentarily to pop that in. Yep, Tushy. Good man. No. See, now you've done the wrong thing there. We want to unload this only. Cannot. Too heavy. Rice. Are you just going to put that back in there? No. Rice. Can someone please... Please. Droid 3? Oh, good man. Thank you. Okay, great. So this guy is now, bar 2, pretty much loaded all of that way. I'm actually going to auto... Can I auto throttle this? No. Hoi. No, you know what? Let's crank this one to a fully 100%. And whoa, hold the phone. Okay. Maybe just to like 95? Yeah? Maybe 96? A little bit more? It's looking good. It's looking good. I mean, this thing is just absolutely smashing these rods in the center, which I'm pretty thrilled about, I have to say. So we're wasting a fair amount of power with this, but check this out. Check this out. Now that this puppy is up, and it's outputting just an absolute metric buttload of power. Savarian, have a look at this guy for me. Right, see... So that should be auto-throttling. But maybe it's getting confused because of the fact that I am putting out just so freaking much power that it's kind of like, well, I don't know. Oh, no. Huh. Oh, no, right. That's parrying. Okay. So, yeah, see? We're at like 113 kilowatts of excess. So I'm not sure exactly how I can slow this whole situation down a little bit here, but I'm sure it's going to be okay. I'm sure I don't need to worry too much. And my God, look at how quickly these are going up. Fantastic. All right. So I think the next thing I need to do, first of all, is get a couple of more of these up and running. That'll be a lovely thing to do. This, I just need to double check. Yeah, see? See, friends? Got to double check these things. So, what I really want is to have... No, wait. Yes. What I really want is to have this go to here, right? And then this power conduit that's in here, we can deconstruct. And then this means that these two circuits, right? So this guy here, which is just connected to these batteries and all of this stuff, and the two control panels. This is kind of self-powered right now. But what I'd like is to get a little bit in here and get it connected to the main grid. And so, you know, we can toggle things off. In the event of a full loss of power, like due to a solar flare and thereby an automatic scram, I can just toggle this, click, and they will be severed from the main grid, hopefully quickly enough that the batteries still have a good amount of chooch left in them, and then we can fire these puppies up off that, get this online. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, friends. All right, you know what? This time, I'm actually gonna let these guys do everything that they want to do. They all want to have a friggin' wedding. So whose marriage is it this time? Jesse and A5. Hey, okay. Well, that's pretty cool, and that's also cool. A5 is going to change her surname to Shen. That's very nice indeed. I mean, it's going to kind of mess with your name here, mate. Just going to put that out there. Like, it might mess with your name just slightly, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Right. So let's ignore them for the moment and let them have some fun. Meanwhile, we can start planning out what our next steps are going to be, right? Because this happy fun time boy right here, yeah, this is what we now need to look at. I think that this is probably a good thing to research next, right? Research nuclear reactors, right? It only requires 1,000 research here. Perform 2 scrams, done plenty of those already. It's a shame we didn't have this ages ago. Research nuclear reactors again for another 500, and then we should be able to build these puppies and strap them on so that we can, like, do faster scrams, I guess? I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's the case. Maybe drive actuator for the turrets would be a good one. I think the one that I really want to go for, where is it? The Marauder. This is what I want. This is absolutely what I want. But at $15,000 dues just to kick the project off, that's shit, that's probably a good idea too. Backup power source. Yeah, right. Alright, I'll have to think about that. But we do need some plutonium before we can make that happen. And then, obviously... Oh, wait. We bought some plutonium. Oh, wait. We've bought plutonium, but it says here, create plutonium. And none of our rods have the processable equals yes, doobly do just yet. So, we can't make a liberator, even though we could probably make a weapons console and attacks and all of that sort of, you know, bits and bobs. We could probably build a liberator right now, but we can't do the research to know how to build a liberator because we can't build plutonium even though we have plutonium. But that's the logic of Rimworld, and that's cool. I'm not bitter. Well, not much anyway. All right, so how are you guys doing over here? I betcha if I check all of you out and I look at your needs right now, yes, you're all starving. You're exhausted, you need a shower, you all need to go to the bathroom very badly. Maybe, yep, see, is problem with weddings. Maybe I should ban weddings in this place. Look, Droid 3, could you rescue... Oh, alright, well that's fine. I'll let the Ripperhound do it then, that's cool. So everyone's going to have a little feed here, which is great. Hey, I should probably set up... these guys, huh? Let's do that so that we can have some food actually located around here. We'll pull from the cooled unit. We'll set that as an output, and then I'm going to have this one go like some kind of meal, probably a gourmet, disgusting nutrient paste. Yum yum. Let's go with a gourmet meal, huh? Sure thing. I'm sure we've got a couple of those. Maybe lavish as well. Let's see if we've got any lavish. Output settings, and we'll just set that to like 6. Survey says no. Hedonistic meal. The #1 choice of hedonists. This meal is seen nowhere but the most gleaming, rich glitter worlds. Wow. I want to know how to make that, please. Are there any gourmet meals? There's fine meals. Huh. What about decadent? No? Okay, so I feel like I should research how to make these, because that sounds like fun. But look, that you just get your standard crappy fine meals, which appears to be like a steak. So, you know, I don't know what you're complaining about. Wow, I don't mind a steak. I think that's a fairly nice meal. Right, so how about, now that this is in, how about we get someone who's good at crafting to come and make me some cheeky little rods over here, huh? Kim? Oh, you probably... How you doing? Needs? Right, she's doing alright, but she's going to need... God damn it. So I can't get her to come and do this for me because of the fact that she's too partied out. This whole partying too hardy thing is starting to chat like a boost a little bit. What about... Alright, I've got an idea. What about... Because I'm just worried about trying to gather enough cash to do all of this stuff. What about if I call in another trade ship, right? Because we've got a reasonable amount of silver. I think we've got about 4,000 silver right now. But the thing that we're struggling with is, please, would someone like to buy some of my sculptures and all that sort of stuff so that I can actually get some shit done in this place? You know, buy some things that I need. Let's have a statue in here, shall we? Why not? Yeah, I need to be buying things, guys. I need to be chooching along. Let's have one right there as well, because we've got enough of these. We might as well just splash them about. Where are people going to be? Have one in here? Sure. Why not? Why not, indeed? And let's hang on. Just out of curiosity, 1.7. Beauty here 0.3. Oh, they're not installed. That's right. 5.5. Lovely, looking good. Right. Well, not the greatest, but you know, these are workrooms. It's okay. I do feel like we can make this room up here even more better with another statue or 3. So maybe like another good one. Sure. Let's get that in right there. And this room, this workroom up here, where I do want people to be kind of like, I want Atlas to be there kind of permanently, because, and in fact, I always do that, don't I? Let's turn that off. In fact, what I'm going to do, this plasteel, I don't know if this is something that we should keep doing. Also that, like, we're going to get that in from the Matter Weaver. Let's just keep deep mining silver until the end of time. It is very slow. Like, extremely slow. But I'm sure we can... Uh-oh. Des? You right? You're okay. No. Right, so we'll get someone to come and fix that for you. And hopefully then, once that's repaired, we'll be able to do the next level of research into control rod actuators, right? We just need to do a couple of scrams. While it is fully fueled, actually, that is going to be a little bit difficult, isn't it? Fully fueled and set to 100% power. Well, it's a good thing I started manufacturing some more fuel rods. In fact, I feel like, Kim, we're probably going to need you to rest up very, very well, because I'm going to need you to come out and really make a good amount of progress on bringing some fresh fuel rods into this colony. Because if we don't have them, I'm worried that, well, I won't force it just yet. So here's the question, though. This one, I feel like this should just be my little kickstart machine, right? To kickstart this big boy. And then once this big boy is complete and running, then I'll build... I'll tell you what. Because these are fine, right? These are only running at 68% right now. And this is at like 100%. This, 68%, right? Cool. And these guys, they're like less than 50%. Because they've got a power limit of 200. So what we can do is I can let this whole facility just carry on. We'll plan out how to get it running like absolutely chonky. And then check this out. Once we've gotten all of this taken care of, what I might do... I mean, this is probably insane. So we've got an A, we've got an X. What about if we then shoot for putting down a Type V reactor, which is even bigger than this bloody thing, right? Have that set up somewhere with a pair of Zeus turbines with it, and then, I guess, 2 cooling towers? Probably? Like, hanging off the end of the Zeuses. So, like, if I wanted to build this, and let's build it way, way further away, huh? So if I went, like, let's go like this, and then, like, that. And then Zeus turbines, like, I guess here and here, right? Type V, oh my god, it's huge. Must be on a terrain that supports heavy. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Maybe we go all the way down here. Yeah? Yeah, sure, why not? Or we could build it inside of a mountain. Ooh, that's awfully tempting. Awfully, awfully tempting. Okay, so that's the sort of thing we're going to be shooting for, right? To get one of those Type Vs set up And then, I mean, I don't even know what it friggin' does, this Type V. Do you want to give me some deets? Does it have, like, massive advanced breeder reactor, which can generate more fissile material than it consumes? Well, hello there. I have to imagine then, right? So if I look at Type X, right, an advanced breeder, it doesn't actually tell me how much breedability it has. But if I look on this guy, it's... No, not on this one. If I look at this in the control panel, it actually shows me its... like its breeding capability for generating plutonium. So this one is usually punching at about, I don't know, 1.6 I think it was, whereas this one is, sorry, 1.2, this one's 0.6. So logically, if we're scaling, then the big boy is going to be even more bigger. Oh, guys, you didn't need to do that. But that's okay. We'll have a little bit of extra wood in the colony, why not? Okay. So, friends, I think that's probably a good place to leave it. We're coming along quite nicely. We still are losing a fair amount of food stuff over here, which I'm not super thrilled about, but I'm honestly not really super worried about. I am super worried, actually, about... really do need to get just some cotton. Put some cotton down, because we're going to need that to make synth thread, of which we now have 100, which is pretty great. And then hyperweave is something I need to factor in as well. We're going to need to do some research into Devil Strand, and you know, do some cool stuff. I feel like I should start building like cool outfits for everyone and that sort of stuff as well. But anyway, friends, thanks very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.